As we move into the future, it is becoming increasingly clear that AI will replace a lot of jobs that we're used to these days. But one thing is clear, this will gradually happen over time, so you still have some time to prepare for this change and maybe to learn some skills that will make you irreplaceable. But in order for you to do that, you need to understand what the AI can do, and that's exactly what we'll be covering in this video. I'll show you 3 examples of jobs that will easily be replaced by these advanced technologies that we're getting these days. And it should be pointed out that for all these jobs, it's really the entry-level positions that will be replaced first.
Yes, very sad. Anyway,
so keep that in mind while we move through the list. The AI that we're referring to here is OpenAI's chatgpt, a state-of-the-art chatbot that has everyone confused by how good it actually is. We're using the open beta, and if you want to try it out, I made a video on how to set it up and how to get going really quickly. But now it's time to look at some of these examples of jobs that will be replaced by chatbots just like ChatGPT right here. Let's start with an obvious one: copywriters.
Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
And as I mentioned before, we're talking about entry-level copywriters here. Top-tier authors or people that are booked for their style or their unique vision still will have a place in the workforce and in our society, no doubt about it. But if you currently make your full-time living of writing captions for social media posts or writing blog post articles, well, it's probably time to start getting a little worried. But instead of me just talking about it, let me go in here and show you why that is. So if I just open up with write me a blog post here and then I pick any topic, it will do exactly that. There you go. I mean, have a look. The voice is generic, but it's really good. But okay, maybe the AI doesn't understand the psychology so well and doesn't know who to target here. Well, the thing is, you can tell it. If I just go in here and say targeting millennials, and I can do that. And it even accounted for my typo here. But you might say, hey Igor, there is surely more to copywriting than just writing blog posts. Well, this thing can do most categories. If we go on Fiverr right here, we can see some popular categories that people actually book on a daily basis, right? So let's try sales copy and social media copy as an example. And look at that, this is a very advanced writing style. And you can tell it what voice to speak in. I mean, come on. And even for social media, this just unlocks a ghostwriter that is available 24/7 and charges like a cent per caption. Look, it even did the hashtags for you. So clearly this is going to be very hard to compete on. But let's look at our next job that should probably be worried about these tools. Okay, and here's a truly scary one for anybody that acquired the skill of programming.
Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure?
As you might know, the skill set of this concrete chatbot goes way beyond just a simple conversation with a human being. It cannot just write code in multiple languages, it can also translate and debug it. And look, coding is an extremely wide field, okay? So if you're a full stack developer with 20 years of experience, you have nothing to worry about because there's just certain things that this thing won't be able to do for another 5 to 10, maybe 20 years. But if you're entry-level position that just kind of had to do all the footwork for the senior programmers, or your income is freelancing from tasks like web design or simple Python scripts, well, this thing is going to be more responsive and probably more reliable than most human beings. Let's just start with an example for a simple Python script that automates the moving of files on your computer. Voila! It picks the right package, writes the whole thing for you. And the funny thing here is if I take this code, I can even go in and say, I have this Python script that has a mistake in it. Can you fix it for me? And then all I'll do is sneakily remove this join part of the script. And look at that, it reinserted it. And what does it do if I say create a simple one-page website in JavaScript for my car sales company? And there you go, a great starting point. And these are just some examples of tasks that senior programmers would give away to junior programmers. Well, now they have this option. And you can do the same for different languages. Okay, so those are simple tasks. But what happens if I told it, okay, translate this Python script to Node.js? And it simply does it. Incredible. But let's look at our next job, customer support.
no.
In a lot of cases, their job is looking at emails or requests and answering those. So let's have a look. Your company just received a customer email and the chatbot is supposed to answer. Let's just tell it in human language that we received this email and we need help from the AI. And just to have some fun here, let's say we sold a computer and the customer is furious because it doesn't work on the day after he purchased it. What would the AI reply here? I mean, wow. We apologize for the inconvenience you're experiencing with your new computer. We understand how frustrating it can be when a product does not work as expected. Like, come on, this thing even has empathy built in. We want to resolve this matter as quickly as possible. And look, that all from one line of input. If it actually knew what a company is doing and had a database of emails associated with clients and their purchases, it would immediately know what computer he bought and it could send it a tutorial on how to fix the issue at hand. I mean, this is incredible. It costs virtually no money. It's available 24/7 and it's always forthcoming and helps you in the best way available. So yes, all this is very scary, but it's also very powerful. And let me tell you that the best way to deal with it is not by ignoring it or pretending like this doesn't exist. The very best thing you can do is actually educate yourself on these topics and start using these tools to your advantage. And my mission here is to bring you content that will help you on that pathway. So go ahead and check out this video that shows you some everyday use cases, how this will be able to enhance your life today. Alright, I hope you learned something and subscribe for more content like this.